Hey everybody, Mr. Jantix here. Oh gosh, it's off week and I'm already messing it up. Hey everybody.
All good. You've taken enough time off. Hey guys, it's Mr. Jantix and Rizoku here, bringing you another great episode. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh man, I'm doing great, Mr. Jantix.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man,
Oh
it's
man,
been it's
all
been a
good.
long 2 weeks.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, I think both of us are still in Florida,
Yes.
and we just kind of went through another great hurricane here. That's why we missed last week's episode.
Yeah. I mean, luckily we were both spared a lot of stuff, but some of our families weren't. Especially my family was definitely hit pretty hard. And then just people across the whole country, our hearts and all that go out to them. There's a lot of people up in Tennessee that are still without power and all that. So
Oh yeah, my wife's parents live in North Carolina, and that was bad for them. But
yeah,
so far everybody's okay, at least as far as health wise.
yeah. Which I mean, that's all you can ask for, really, when stuff like this happens.
Oh yeah,
So anyway, uh, besides that, how are you doing?
I'm all right,
Uh,
doing pretty okay.
Pretty okay. I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad. But yeah, I guess let's jump right into it. Let's start off with the fun topic of the Starfield stuff going on right now. Um, so, for those who don't know, on Monday, the Starfield expansion Shattered Space released. It's our first DLC. This is supposed to be a large DLC, but it turns out that it's not that large. I think it's $30 if you buy it, and people are beating it within a few hours, so people aren't happy online. Um, the reviews right now on Steam are mostly negative with a rating of 36%. And on Xbox, the reviews are down to a 3.4 for Starfield.
Oof.
Granted, they were only at 3.6 on Xbox, so
Oh
not too
man,
far.
what happened to Bethesda? You used to be so good.
I mean, I would dare to say that they're still good and that people are just piling on the bandwagon because Xbox bought them, even though this is literally like a straight up Bethesda game with everything that comes with that. And it's a
Yeah.
pretty good one. People just hate on it because it's Microsoft now. And that is a big part of it.
Mm.
Um, I mean, the expansion, I think, I don't know, because I've been playing the last couple days, but I haven't actually done any expansion stuff. I just started playing, was having fun, and got to do the expansion stuff.
How dare you have fun with a video game? What's wrong with you?
I know, right? I put a couple hours in. I was like, oh yeah, I started playing to play that and forgot to. Um, Actually, right before this podcast started, the quest to start it popped up on my thing, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to start that right now. Um,
Hopefully this means that they've diverted most of their force into making Elder Scrolls 6, making that into a good game instead of what everybody's nagging on Starfield. So
yeah, I mean, I don't like the Elder Scrolls games. It's the only series from Bethesda I don't like.
I don't like them. That's the first game that I got all 1,000 gamer score out of a game. Was Elder Scrolls 4? Was Oblivion, which I
Yeah,
think is 4.
Oblivion's 4, yeah. Morrowind was
The
3,
grind.
which was a
And
game
then
I
uh,
played.
and then I followed that up with doing all the achievements for Fallout 3. I had to play that game a bunch of times because there was in that game you could have affinity levels, like, oh, you're hated by these guys but
Yep,
you're loved by these guys.
yep.
So you had, and there was karma in that game too. So I had to play through it a couple different times to get good karma, bad karma, everything in between.
Yeah, man, Fallout 3 was such a good game. So good.
I know. The series was great too. The Amazon TV series. I recently started rewatching that.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, that it was so good. It just passed the 100 million views.
That's great. And I
or
think the
something.
next season is coming out next year, 2 years, something like that.
I think they said it was planned for 2 years, but right now they're ahead of schedule, so they could release earlier. But I mean, obviously that's pretty far off because it only got greenlit like the day after the show release. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, Starfield. If you liked the base game, it might be worth dropping the $30 to get it. If you have Game Pass, you can get a discount on it, 10% off, I think. So you save a couple bucks. Also, if you have the whatever they called their collector's edition, which was $35
Oh
extra
yeah.
dollars, it comes free with that. So you can also get that and get some extra little goodies. But I mean, if you weren't a big this fan of Starfield, do not buy this. It's just more Starfield. So it's not the
I got a question for you because I didn't look it up on my Xbox. Is Starfield free to play on the Xbox through Game Pass?
yes, it's on Game Pass.
Okay, so yeah, so play it through Game Pass, guys.
So yeah, you can try out the base game on Game Pass, and there's been a lot of additions. So they now have the local maps that are very similar to Skyrim local maps.
Oh, nice.
They added in that land cruiser, so whenever you jump out of your spaceship, there's now a little space
How's it
buggy.
handle?
It's terrible, but it's great.
I was
Like
gonna say Bethesda games don't really have good vehicle manipulation.
it's terrible, and that's kind of what makes it great, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you hit little rocks, and your car just is like off the rails, and you're like, "What's happening?" But it's got the boost on the back, but it's also got boost underneath, so you can hit that and do like little bunny hops.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty fun to just fly around because on the low gravity planets you can like jump off a cliff and use that and just fly in the air forever. But I mean that's all free with the base game, and it's on Game Pass, and it's on PC Game Pass. So I think you have to be on Ultimate. I don't think it's on the lowest tier of Game Pass anymore with the changes to that.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did change that, didn't they?
Yeah, it's stupid, but you know. So if you're on Ultimate or if you're on
Everything to make
PC,
money, right?
yeah, everything that push people up to the higher tier. But yeah, try it out. This expansion is $30, and it's from what I've seen online. I mean, some people are saying they finish it in as little as 4 hours. Some people are
Jeez.
saying that it took less than 8, and some people are saying they 100%ed it in under 20. So
Yeah,
it's
under 20 is crazy.
for a
Like if
$30
you're beating it in
expansion.
six, yeah, yeah.
It's definitely something that I haven't played it yet, so I don't have any actual like remarks. I am looking forward to it though. It's one benefit is it's all set on one planet, so it's a lot more handcrafted and not just random. Hey, fly here. Hey, fly here. But I mean, that seems like they made it too small in scope. Um, so yeah, try out Starfield if you haven't, and if you enjoy Starfield, maybe give this one a shot and see what you think of it. Because not everybody's saying it's bad. It's just the internet saying it's bad, so it might actually be all right. Moving on, but staying in Bethesda, they announced a Fallout 76 update. Let me find that tab. Well, I know what it is. I don't know if you heard about this, but they're adding in pets to Fallout 76. So
Oh, it's about time.
you can have pet dogs and pet cats. Not really much to say there. That was part of the Tokyo Game Show stuff. But yeah, coming out later this year. So if you like dogs and cats and Fallout 76, there you go. Yeah, there really wasn't much else. There was like, oh yeah, this is coming. Enjoy.
Yeah,
And then they showed a
we're kind
trailer
of in
for
a
it.
lull right now.
Yeah. I mean, 76 right now is, they just had like their first map expansion ever. They just added in like caravans that you can run. And they're coming out soon where you can be a playable ghoul, where you can make your character a ghoul.
Ooh, that'll be nice.
Yeah,
I know a
so
bunch of people wanted to do that, especially if you get the cannibal perk that allows you to eat people.
yeah, that would be so interesting. Um, so I mean that game's still going strong. A lot of people, hate on it because it's, live service, but a lot of people also
Oh
love
no,
it.
I still play it. I pop in every now and then.
I want to. I can't play that game solo for some reason, and none of my friends play it. So I just kind of sit there and play for like 10 minutes and go, I need somebody to play with. It's boring by myself.
Oh yeah, because we're not friends. We would never play it together.
Okay, we always say we're gonna play together, and then we never.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Happens every time. Um, but yeah, so that's all the Fallout news that I think there is going on.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just keep going through stuff?
Yeah, keep going because I'm still looking through what happened the last couple weeks. I haven't found anything that I want to talk about.
Okay, I have a, Tokyo Game Show article pulled up for Xbox. Um, so during the Tokyo Game Show, excuse me, they they had a presentation that was, I want to say, an hour long, and that's like where they announced the pets in Fallout 76. They also announced StarCraft Remastered and StarCraft 2 Remastered coming to PC Game Pass.
Ooh, that'll be
So
fun.
yeah, or no, StarCraft Remastered and StarCraft 2 Campaign Collection coming to PC Game
Yeah,
Pass.
so it just won't have the online play of StarCraft 2.
I think it does, and that's coming in November. Let me pull up this other article. In StarCraft 2. Okay, I think that's just the name of it because that includes all the DLC, but it's the full
Yeah.
StarCraft 2. Multiplayer is free to play for StarCraft 2. That's why the campaigns come into,
Oh, that's what. Okay.
because it's
Makes
free.
sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, so I mean that's coming in November to PC Game Pass. Let's see. There's a new trailer for Indiana Jones. They announced that it's coming to PlayStation. Or that was at the other thing, but we all know that.
Yeah, I was gonna say they announced it for PlayStation a while ago.
Yeah, that was at the opening night live. Let's see. And then they announced a couple big Japanese games that were coming to Xbox. They, what do you call it? Shadow dropped a couple games onto Xbox during the showcase.
Nice.
Final Fantasy 1 through 6.
Always fun.
So the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection, which is Final Fantasy 1 through 6, was shadow dropped during the show on Xbox. So if you're a Final Fantasy nut, you can play the first 6 now on Xbox. You have to buy them; they're not on Game Pass, but they are Xbox Play Anywhere, I believe. So if you buy a copy on Xbox, you get a copy for your PC for free.
Oh, nice.
And then Trials of Mana and Legend of Mana, which are other big Japanese titles, were shadow dropped onto Game Pass during the Tokyo Game Show. And yeah, those games are all big news.
Yeah.
They showed a trailer for Metal Gear Solid at the Xbox showcase, which was interesting, considering that's usually more tied with PlayStation. They showed off the Overwatch 2 My Hero Academia crossover.
Oh, that'll be neat.
Yeah, that's October 17th to the 28th. Let's see. Age of Mythology, which I'm not big into RTS, but if you are, that's trailer came out for that and a bunch of stuff. StarCraft stuff, of course. They showed off a really cute indie game called Tanuki Pond Summer, which is essentially you're a tanuki, which is like a raccoon-looking creature, and you're a mail delivery. So you ride around on a little bike, delivering mail to people.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
The story of Tom Nook, his enterprise.
yeah. It reminds me of I can't remember the name of it. There's a couple of different indie games that are kind of like that, but there was one last year or 2 years ago that my wife played that reminds me of it. But I mean, if you're in the cozy games, that one looks cute. Threads of Time. It's a 2.5D JRPG that is going to be coming out. We Love Katamari was released on Game Pass, shadow dropped.
Oh, nice.
So if you know Katamari with their bean heads and the ball that sucks up everything, that's on
It's
Game
a super
Pass.
fun game, man.
Yeah, and they dropped the. Hold on, let me get the full name here. We Love Katamari Reroll Plus Royal Reverie Edition. That shadow dropped on Game Pass during that last week, so that's on there now to try it out. And that's also a remaster. So, and then they showed a trailer for Metaphor Refantasio, which is the Atlas game, the people who make Persona, that is coming exclusively to Xbox. And they announced the release date is October 11th, so coming out, next Friday?
Yeah.
I don't think that's Game Pass. I'm pretty sure it's just coming to Series X and X and PC. I don't see anything here saying it's coming out either. But there is a demo out now if you want to start playing it now, and your progress from the demo does carry over to the full game. Then a bunch of other stuff. Ooh, this one looked really good. Bleach, the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a game coming out early 2025, and it looked so good. I mean, I just love Bleach in general. And the trailer they showed was Ichigo versus Ukura. Or I can't pronounce his name right, but the number 4 Arankar, I think. I can't think.
What Riku's sister, brother?
Riku. This ain't
right. Fuck. What's her name?
This ain't fucking Kingdom Hearts.
I thought her name was Riku. Is it not?
I don't think so. His name's Ukura or something like that. But it's
no, I'm thinking of Byakuya.
Yeah. The Byakugan. No, he's not an Arankar. The Arankars are the hollows.
Oh, okay.
The super powered hollows.
You gotta use English, man.
Sorry, they had I watched it in Japanese, and they had a Spanish
cooler name in Japanese. Yeah, I know.
Well, it's a Spanish name spoken by a Japanese person, so my English accent doesn't do it justice. But I mean, the sickos of Bleach will understand what I'm talking about. He's the one that grew black wings, and they had the huge fight in the underworld or whatever. I can't think of the place. Hollow something.
Yeah.
And the fight was so good, and he was such a good villain. And then they showed it for the trailer, and I'm like, man, I want this game so bad. But that's coming early 2025. It's called Bleach Rebirth of Souls. And then they had some other games, very Japanese. Oh, and the last game that they shadow dropped was a game called All You Need Is Help, which is...
All You Need Is Help?
Yep, All You Need Is Help.
Okay.
It's a co-op puzzle game, and it's think Tetris pieces. So each of you control a different Tetris piece, and you gotta get through a level and then sit on certain things at the end of the level. And it's a puzzle game, and it looked very chaotic and interesting. New Silent Hill game called Slitterhead, from the people who made Silent Hill, sorry. That's coming out next month. It is a very horror, creepy themed game from Silent Hill creators. Let's see. Don't really care about a lot of these. Sorry, everybody. Dragon Crest 3 HD 2D remake coming out next month. And yeah, that was pretty much all. I mean, there's a couple more things, but nothing big. And yeah, that was everything for Tokyo Game Show. Let's see. Okay. I have more stories if you want me to keep going.
Yeah. Like I said, I couldn't find anything I really wanted to discuss.
Okay, I'll just keep going.
I will just be the listener today. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be the commentator.
I was gonna say I'll be the audience surrogate.
So kind of related in Japanese news anyway. Square Enix has pretty much confirmed that they are going to bring Final Fantasy 16 to Xbox and sometime in the future, and that they do want to bring like all their games to Xbox, and they're tired of having the PlayStation exclusivity. I thought there was something else. Oh yeah, no word on the remakes, the 7 remake and remaster or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Remake and rebirth, I think. No word on those yet, but rumor mill, not a leak, but a rumor mill is that once the 3rd game comes out, then we'll probably hear that they're gonna bring all 3 to Xbox.
Oh, I get you.
That's the rumor. That's not a leak or anything, so there's no like actual concrete evidence there. But yeah, Final Fantasy 16 should be coming soon-ish. I'm trying to see if they actually had a date or if they just said it was coming soon. I think they kind of just said it was coming soon. Okay, here's a quote. They want to release it on Xbox, but when it comes to specifics, we are not in a position to be able to share anything. I want to say that it's not as if there's zero hope, and we do very much want to achieve that. So players should not give up hope. That's a very interesting quote there. So yeah, it might not be that soon. It might be soon. That's very cryptic. Do you play any Final Fantasy games or?
No. My wife liked the last few that came out.
Yeah.
But I haven't been into it since I stopped playing on the PSP. I played the remasters that came out for that there, and that was kind of it.
Man, the PSP, PlayStation Portal, right? The new streaming device they have.
Oh yeah, totally. That's what it was.
Gosh.
It accepts the same discs, right?
Yeah. That still pisses me off that they did that name. But yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy 16 is out on PC now. It just came out recently for PC, so.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's why it's been kind of in the talks of the Xbox stuff going on. I'm skipping around because I kind of just opened a bunch of tabs. So I haven't heard anything about the Nintendo Power World stuff since they kind of filed the lawsuit.
Yeah, same here.
But Power World has announced that it's heading to mobile.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was released on PS5 last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week though. And yeah, they confirmed that it's coming to mobile. So if you can hear my kid in the background, I apologize. He is very excited. And they're working, Power World is working with Krafton, the people behind PUBG. Also, people who just bought Hi-Fi Rush Studio, Tango Gameworks. So,
nice.
Working with them.
Hi-Fi Rush was great.
Yeah. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. I forget.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're teaming up to release Power World on mobile. We'll see how that actually works. And we'll see how the whole lawsuit stuff goes.
Yeah, true.
I do believe that if you're in Japan, the actual PS5 version of Power World was delayed indefinitely due to the lawsuit. Yeah, it says right here. So it's definitely affecting some things there. But I mean, they're still planning on outside of Japan doing stuff with it. So interesting. It's on Game Pass. So if you have that, you can always go try out Power World. Let's see. Did you ever play Valorant?
I did not. Valorant was not one that got me.
Okay, I never did either. Seeing as I'm a big League fan and the game I chose for today's stream was League of Legends. It surprises me that I didn't play Valorant, especially because I'm a FPS person too. But you know, I just never felt like it. But they announced this week that they are going to be making the move from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, the quote was, quote, "We have squeezed literally every ounce of everything we could get out of UE4," end quote. So, yeah, they did everything they could with UE4, and now they're going to jump over to UE5.
That'd be nice to see.
Yeah, they said that it will not have effects on the game's visuals or performance immediately, but will have changes in the future. So we'll see how that actually does change things. They did just release Valorant on consoles as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how that updates on the console end as well.
Yeah.
I believe it's free to play. I know they included it in Game Pass, but I think it's free, so it's one of those weird ones. If you have Game Pass, you unlock every character for free on launch.
See, that's kind of cool if they did that, though.
Yeah, so like if you don't have Game Pass and you play, you have to quite literally pay for every character or play a bunch, unlock in-game currency, and then unlock them. But with Game Pass, you can just unlock them, and it's really cool. So, yeah. Oh yeah, this was the fun one. I kind of hinted at it to you before we went live. But have you played Minecraft, right?
Yeah, of course.
They're teasing a future update where the trees can kill you.
Oh, great. That's just what I wanted.
Yes. I don't know if they're actually the trees themselves or if it's like a thing that looks like trees. The image they have is hard to see. It looks like a tree-like creature. It's available to test on the test room today, as in yesterday, I guess, because this article was published yesterday. Let's see. The Pale Garden is The Pale Garden is a creepy new biome that's home to the Creaking, which is a dangerous tree-like mob that will strike only when you're not looking.
Oh, great.
So
it's a combination like Enderman tree.
I was going to say the angels from Doctor Who, but yeah.
That too, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know when it's coming. And then Bundles of Bravery is coming soon. I'm going to look through and read this article.
Oh man, I've got a pretty cool game that finally got a release date.
Oh.
It's what you've been waiting for. I know you loved Football Manager 24.
Oh, my favorite.
Well, Football Manager 25 finally has a release date. Oh. Haven't you always wanted to run your own football team? That's soccer to all our American viewers. It finally got a release date of November 26th for PC, PS5, and Xbox. And will be available via Game Pass for the Xbox and PC.
Imagine blowhorns in the background. I don't have a soundboard, but
Exactly.
That's my sound effects. Yeah, I mean that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of people liked. I remember whenever I worked at GameStop, a lot of people liked. I think it was Back Office Manager. It was an MLB game where you took care of Major League Baseball's paperwork.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm reading through this Minecraft article.
Yeah.
The Pale Garden is home to only one native mob, which is the Creaking. This hostile entity is one of Minecraft's only truly asymmetrical mobs and also has some unique mechanics. It only spawns at night, and it camouflages within the Pale Garden. It is entirely immune to damage.
I hate that.
The Creaking only moves when players aren't looking at it. And if you are wearing a pumpkin head, if you look at it, it doesn't stop.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
I mean, that sounds like it would be fun because it might ignore you if you're wearing the pumpkin head.
Is that what that means?
Possibly. I mean, it literally just says players wearing a pumpkin head can look at the creaking without it stopping. So, I mean, it only moves when you're not looking. So, I don't know, man. That's weird. The only way to defeat a creaking is to track down its connected creaking heart and destroy that. The creaking heart becomes active at night when it's surrounded by pale oak logs and spawns at least one creaking mob to defend it. The creaking heart has its own ambient sounds to help players track it down, and hitting a connected creaking will result in particle effects leading to the creaking heart's general area. Once players destroy a creaking heart, all connected creaking mobs instantly die. Players can use a silk touch pickaxe on a creaking heart to pick it up and place it somewhere else. Interesting. The Pale Garden, which is where it's at, is a brand new forest biome that looks entirely different. It's looking more like Halloween Town. Like a Halloween-ish esque place. It's eerily quiet, almost entirely devoid of color, very dense with trees and foliage, so low visibility. Also has unique atmospheric sounds that grow steadily worse during night.
Gross. Hate it.
Yeah, this is amazing sounding. And it's comprised almost entirely of pale oak trees and pale moss. So it's a variety of new crafting materials and blocks. All the normal stuff you can build with wood. Pale moss blocks spawn naturally in the pale garden, and when placed as pale moss carpet, it spreads to adjacent blocks. The pale hanging moss grows from trees and has its own unique set of ambient sounds. Oh gosh.
Again, hate that.
Oh man, this might get me back into Minecraft. You looking to play? Oh gosh. It says later this year. I was looking for a date and I did not find a date at all for the full release. They did say you can try it out today. You can download the 24W40A snapshot in the Minecraft launcher on Windows PC. So yeah, if you want to try out that creepy stuff, there you go. Let's see. Oh, I got some sad news.
What?
Microsoft discontinues HoloLens 2.
No.
RIP to one of the. I have nothing good to say about it.
Yeah.
It's so funny because it's like, oh, Meta just announced that they're like spending billions of dollars on VR. Apple just launched their VR headset. PlayStation VR 2 came out.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft's like, yeah, everybody launched all theirs and it's failing miserably, so we're just going to end our production.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they stopped production.
I mean, VR's cool, but it's just like, it's not there yet, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, I keep saying VR, but the HoloLens was more of an AR stuff. It was less VR and more AR. But let's see. Officially stopped production recently. And they're going to stop providing security updates and software updates and all that in 2027.
Oh, okay, so you still got time if you bought a HoloLens.
Yeah, and then if you have the original HoloLens, the first one, that support will end December 10th of this year. So most people that listen to this podcast, because we're not hugely famous, will probably, if they have one, will be a HoloLens 1 because that one was the consumer one. HoloLens 2, I don't think ever came out for consumer. Like, you could still buy it, but it was more aimed at corporate level stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, not a big loss. I don't think Microsoft even really put that much money into it after they released it. So
no, if they were going for it, they would probably try to integrate it into the Xbox. But
Yeah, let's hope not because PSVR didn't do well there.
Oh no, of course not. But I'm saying that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
they would have done.
I mean, that's fair. The technology of it looked really cool, and I think people in like doctors' offices and stuff were using it
Yeah,
for like
like it's a
sciencey.
cool teaching device too, but
Yeah,
I don't know what they were going for with that. Again, VR is just not there for me yet.
yeah, and AR, like Meta just announced their new glasses, and they look so bad.
Oh, great.
The
You still have your Google Glass, right?
I wish Google Glass was actually like cool, but the Meta ones look really tacky, like really bad. Um, there's, I think it's Xreal has a pair of AR glasses that actually look pretty cool, and they have a partnership with Ray-Ban, so they actually like prioritize style on them, and it's actually pretty cool looking.
Oh, see, that's pretty nice. That would be neat.
Yeah, so like those would be what I would want to get because they're small, they're discreet, they have speakers built into the where it goes over your ear, so it plays.
Oh, okay.
You can play stuff quietly, but you can still hear it very
Nice.
normally, but other people around you can't.
They didn't include the bone speakers, the ones that vibrate your bones that are in most sunglasses now.
So somebody, I was listening to some podcast and somebody was saying it is the bone conducting speaker and it's not an actual physical speaker. So
Oh,
it might
interesting.
actually be
Okay.
that. I don't know. I thought it was a normal speaker, but maybe it's like they have different models. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that always looked cool. VR, cool concept. Every time I try it, I get sick. So, um,
I
let's
had a lot
see.
of fun. A buddy of mine had it, and I played Resident Evil 4 on it. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, there you go. I've really only played like Beat Saber on it,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then watched the Prawn. You
Oh, of course.
know.
Got to get that full 3D experience.
Heck yeah. I want to be able to look away. I don't want to meet their eyes.
Oh, you look them in the eyes.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no. I'm saying I don't want to. All the Noah
Oh,
videos, it's
okay.
always looking in the eyes, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, moving on.
I was gonna
Uh,
say.
thank you to our sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have sponsors.
Yeah, of course. Thanks to our sponsor, Adam and Eve.
Yeah, Adam and
Use
Eve.
code
Pornhub.
Bazinga.
Gosh.
But I mean, that's all the stories I brought.
I have a
Shoot, if
couple
anything
more.
else. You have a few more? All right, go ahead.
You know the game Stalker 2? I feel like there would be
What?
games you'd be interested in.
Soccer?
Stalker.
Oh,
Stalker.
stalker.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, 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 yes. Sorry.
yeah.
I heard soccer and soccer too. And
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
I'm
no.
pretty sure they're far beyond that now.
No, no, it's still Stalker 1.
Yeah.
But they came out with a documentary film today.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I mean, they're a Ukrainian developer. So
Yeah.
they came out with a 90-minute documentary talking about like the war and how it affected them as a studio and like all
Yeah, I
that
have it here.
behind the scenes.
Uh,
It's
it's
called
called
War
War
Game.
Game, The Making of Stalker 2.
Yep.
Yep. So if you guys want to find that,
Yeah, I definitely wanted to give that a shout out because, I mean, God, it's hard enough to make a video game, but when another country invades your country,
yeah.
I can only imagine how much that stresses you out. And it is set to launch the game anyway next month, November 20th. And it's going
That'd
to
be
be
cool.
available on Series X and S, PC, and it's going to be on Game Pass. So definitely check out the documentary film War Game, again is the name, the making of Stalker 2. And yeah, check out that game. Support things you love,
Oh yeah.
Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the Game Pass stuff coming out. I don't know if you saw what games were coming out or were out.
Oh, I didn't check. Usually that's something I check out on.
How about you go check that out, and I'll talk about a different news story real quick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'll leave you to look that up. But Nvidia leaked the new RTX 5080 and 5090 specs. 5090 is going to require 600 watts of power, which is an insane amount of power considering that low-end computers like usually have like a 650 watt power supply for the entire computer. And now one card is going to take up that entire thing. The 5080 will support 16 gigs of RAM, while the 5090 will have 32 gigs. Let's see. Currently, the 4080 has 16 gigs of RAM and requires 320 watts, whereas the 4090 is 24 gigs of RAM and requires 450 watts. So the 5090 will have an extra 8 gigs of RAM and an extra 150 watt draw.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, the 5090 will have 21,760 CUDA cores compared to the 4090's 16,000, so an increase of 5,400, which is...
What does the CUDA core do exactly?
It does CUDA things, you know?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I don't know what it does. The memory bandwidth is 1,568 gigabytes a second. The memory speed is 28 gigabytes per second. Like I said, it's got 32-bit gigabytes of DDR7 memory. It's got a 512-bit memory bus, which is higher than previous. And it's a Blackwell GB202-300, whatever that means.
Sounds big.
No info on the price. People are speculating that it could be $2,000.
Jeez.
Because the 4090 is 1,600. So people are speculating that this could be over 2,000.
Yeah, I get that.
It's gonna be insane. And again, these are leaks.
Card in your console or in your PC, you'll be able to play these upcoming games on Game Pass. Look at that segue. We got MLB The Show, Open Roads, and Sifu coming out this October. And then they also announced, where is it? I just had it. Oh my God, I hit the wrong button. I hate the future. Then coming out is Inscription. That's coming out October 10th. That's finally coming to Xbox console. That's a super fun deck builder game. If you haven't played it, it's great. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's coming to console, but it's also coming to all Game Pass, so PC and console for Game Pass.
Yes. Black Ops 6, October 25th. That's going to be day and date on Game Pass. So
Ultimate
get ready
only
to
tier.
play that.
Ultimate or PC only, not on standard.
Oh, see, you already have all this.
I just know Black Ops.
Oh, okay. Later on in the year, we've got Football Manager 25. That's going to be day and date on X. I just think it's funny that I brought that up earlier. It's coming up. Terrible. Yeah. I don't think anybody's going to play that game. It's for like 3 people.
I was going to say. There's a whole dozen of them.
That's going to be day and date. That's going to be fun.
That's December something, right? Early December?
Yeah, December 9th is that guy. But, I mean, it's going to be day and date, so that's going to be fun. The new update for Microsoft Flight Simulator, whenever that's available, that's going to be also...
That's a whole new game, by the way. That's not a new update.
Oh, is that a whole new game? That's not just an update?
Yeah, it's a whole new game.
That's great.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it earlier. The current Microsoft 2020 is like 2 terabytes for the full file size. The new game is just as detailed, and it's like under 100 gigabytes.
Oh, wow. I wonder how they fixed
that. Some fancy streaming technology. So instead of it having to render the entire world, it renders what's around you, and it's like really precise. And it like logs in your flight path, and it like renders around that.
Oh, so that's pretty cool.
So they're able to really streamline it while also getting I forget the exact word, but essentially they have like down to the like rocks,
Oh wow.
like accurate on the planet
Yeah,
for the entire planet. It's like insane, dude. I want to
that's
just
pretty
get on there and
crazy.
just like fly over like Antarctica and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that's coming out next month, I think.
Yep. That's got a release date of November 19th.
Yep. Did you talk about Mad Streets?
No, I didn't.
That's coming soon if it didn't already come out.
That is October 7th.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but the cover art looks like I just want to play it to see somebody getting punched, man. And then Seafood just came out, and that's a really
Yep.
good fighting 2D side scroller. I don't even know how to describe it.
It's like one of those 3D-ish side scrollers.
I
The
think they
ones
call it
that,
2.5,
yeah,
but it's like a fighting game. But it's like from. I mean, I haven't played it, but I watched a lot of videos on it, and it looked really good. And that's on Game Pass now.
yes.
I'm gonna open up my Game Pass because I feel like something else just came out that I'm forgetting. Oh, let's see. Console. Oh yeah, Payday 2 just got added back to Game Pass.
Oh, nice.
No. I mean, actually, yeah. Because Payday 3 is the one that came out and everybody hated it and just went back to
Yeah.
playing Payday 2.
Yup.
Yeah, Seafood just came out. And then Mad Street, yeah, those are all coming soon. They have MLB The Show on there. Did that come out?
Yeah. That's for this October release.
Yeah, but what's the... I don't see a date. Because, like, Mad Streets has a date, Inscription has a date, Seafood already came out. But I don't see for Open Roads or for MLB a date. But, I mean, they said it's coming soon in October, so keep your eye out on all that stuff. Most likely they'll come out in the first half. Usually when they do these drops, they do it for every half month. That's why Call of Duty's not in this quote unquote drop that I have pulled up.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something?
From my thing, it says that MLB The Show launched. Or at least 24 launched. I don't know about 25.
This is 24 that's coming.
Okay. So yeah, 24 came out.
Yeah, I thought I saw it. For some reason, it wasn't showing up on my app. Oh, so apparently Sifu was already on Xbox consoles.
Really?
Came in March of 2023, according to this article.
Oh.
So it's been on Xbox for a year and a half, and I did not know that.
Yeah, same.
But it's on Game Pass now. That is so crazy. Inscription, I think that's going to be on cloud. Yeah, Inscription is going to be on cloud, so that might be a fun game to play on your phone.
That I'm excited about Inscription.
Yeah, that would be a fun game to just kill some time on the phone. Yeah, so okay, MLB The Show 24, Open Roads, and Sifu all came out on the 2nd. Open Roads is a storytelling game. I don't remember much else about that one, but I do remember it was not Open Roads. Open Roads was a storytelling game. Yes. Okay, my brain froze. And then the games that are leaving Game Pass on October 15th. There's 5 games leaving, and those are Dyson Sphere Program, Everspace 2, From Space, F1 Manager 2023, and Scorn. So those games are leaving Game Pass on October 15th. So if you want, play those now. And if you like those games and you want to keep playing them after, and you don't already own them, if you buy them before the 15th, you can get a Xbox Game Pass discount of 10% off the purchase of the game. So that's always
And Xbox
cool.
runs a lot of promotions during those times too.
Sometimes.
Usually from now between now and like Crimbus, it should go down in price maybe.
That's true. It's the holiday season too, so if you don't want to spend money now, they'll probably go on sale.
Oh yeah.
And then the last news story I have, the last one is next week is the Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred expansion,
Ooh.
which probably gonna be more well received than the Starfield expansion. That's my my prediction.
Well, Diablo 4 has made over $150 million from microtransaction,
Yeah,
and
just
has
microtransactions.
achieved over $1 billion
Billion.
in revenue. Yeah, that's just
In a year.
microtransactions, $150 million.
That's in a
It's the
year.
fastest selling, but it's the fastest selling Blizzard game of all time. There's also a new book. Hold on, I gotta vamp for a second. I gotta look up what this book is called.
Yeah, I was gonna make a really bad joke because they had a developer sit down going over all the stuff in the new expansion, and it lasted a couple hours. And I was gonna make the joke that them just explaining some of the new stuff lasted longer than the Starfield expansion, but I didn't know if that was in bad taste.
Here it is. It's called Play Nice: The Rise, Fall, and Future of Blizzard Entertainment. It's an awesome read if you want to know about the ins and outs of what happened to Blizzard when they got sold to Activision, and how they're dealing with that still, this many years out from it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that would be definitely interesting to go through.
Yeah.
But yeah, the expansion for Diablo comes out next week. The official release date is October 8th, but if you live in America, it's the 7th at night. I think it's like 7 p.m. Eastern, like 4 p.m. Pacific for America. So there's a whole crap load of changes coming to the game, to the base game, let alone all the stuff they're including with the expansion. It would take me like an hour just to go over it. Like I've watched condensed videos on it on YouTube, and that
Yeah.
was the one I watched was 30 minutes, and he's like, I'm not going in depth on anything, and
Oh
it still was
wow.
30 minutes of him just talking like a broad overview of all the changes that are coming.
Right.
So go look up articles on it. The one I follow is Windows Central, written by one Jennifer Young. She's pretty cool. She's a big Diablo fan, so she watches all the stuff, keeps up with it. I forget the YouTube video who I watched. Something with an R, like I forget his name. But
That's all good.
yeah, I mean, I like to give credit where credit's due.
Of course.
But yeah, go read up on that, or don't. It comes out next week.
What are we gonna do?
I mean,
We're
yeah,
not a cop.
I can't force you to do anything. But yeah, I mean, even if you don't, I'm sure when the DLC launches, I mean, they're changing how the base game works too. So even if you
Oh,
don't
that'll be
buy,
interesting to.
yeah,
I was gonna say the people that don't buy the expansion, to see how their reaction to the updates are.
yeah, so there's still going to be a lot of new stuff to do, even if you don't buy the expansion. Of course, every new season. This is season 6. Oh, excuse me. So, like season 4, they reworked how loot works. Season 5, they added some stuff in, and then this season they're changing a lot of stuff, and the map is getting expanded, which I think you have to buy the expansion to get access to the new map area and the new character class.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but like all the changes that are coming in, like everybody's gonna know. Like they're reworking how world tier works, so it's not how like right now it's you start off in either tier 1 or 2, and then once you hit a certain level, actually I guess it doesn't matter what level you hit, but there's a or level 50 dungeon that once you defeat that you can go to tier 3, and then there's a tier 70 dungeon. Once you defeat that, you can go to tier 4. They're changing how all that works because max level is now level 50, I think. And there's 5 tiers, but they're not called tiers. They have names. And all the best gear drops in tier 3 through 5, or maybe 2 through 5. So the quality of the gear doesn't change in most of the tiers, but the quantity varies greatly. So it's going to take you a lot longer in the lower tiers to get the same equipment, but you still can play on the easier difficulties and still get, the best end game builds. So cool quality of life change. So you're not stuck if you're like not good at the game or just want to play it casually, which is always fun. New world boss thing, and yeah, just a lot of stuff. I keep saying more, but yeah, there's a lot. Go check it out.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be jumping into that day one because I've been playing a lot of Diablo, and that's one of the few games that my kid enjoys watching me play. So my wife can't get mad at me for
Nice.
playing it.
Yeah, that'll be fun to.
Yeah, he loves that game. It's hilarious. He as soon as he hears the little cuts or the, when you turn on the game, there's like a little drum thing that plays, and then it goes to the title screen. And no matter where he's at in the house, he'll run out and get all excited. And then
Oh,
he'll
that's
just,
cute.
as soon as I load in, because he's so excited, he just stands there. And then once I load in and start playing, he goes and sits on his little chair and just sits there and watches me. And he'll sit there for like 30 minutes,
Nice.
which is unusual for a toddler to sit for more than a few minutes.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Anybody that has a kid knows that. So, yeah, October 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Check the region. Check all the new stuff. Yes, God. And yeah, there's a new class coming too. So try it all out. And yeah.
Yeah.
I have the burps going on right now. I apologize.
All good. All good.
Man. That's pretty much everything I had. You have anything else for the lovely people on lovely listeners
On the internet? No.
on the internet? Yes, thank you.
No, that's all I got.
Awesome. Yeah, I just want to apologize for us not being on last week. Again, the hurricane kind of threw things for a loop. We were gonna try to do something over the weekend, but we both kind of got busy, so
Yep.
just totally forgot to even reach out and see with everything going on. But yeah, we should be back to our normal schedule for the next 3 weeks at least.
I think so, yeah.
In 4 weeks, it's going to be Halloween. We might do something different. Definitely not going to do an episode on Thursday because that's Halloween night.
Yeah.
I got plans that night, but maybe we'll do it like Wednesday or Friday.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But we'll let you know. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Standout Media everywhere. Mr. Jantix everywhere. Razoku everywhere. Yeah.
Yep.
I've actually been more active on Threads recently, which has
really?
been interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to, but I mean, it's the same as Twitter. Twitter right now is just like everything's super political because the election's coming up.
Yeah.
So everybody, I'm blocking so many people who are just grifting for the purposes of not like. You can tell they're not trying to say anything of value. They're just trying to get rage clicks.
Right. I get that with food videos a lot.
Yeah. So I've been just blocking people on Twitter. So I started using Threads more, but that's just weird things as well. It's just social media kind of sucks right now, man.
Yep.
I just want to go on there, see stuff from people I'm following, see posts from people like people I follow. I don't want to see all this random like accounts saying, "Hey Tampa, what's your favorite thing to do on a Saturday evening?" I'm like, I don't care. And it's like 8 people with the same exact thing, but like 3 words changed. So you can tell they're just copy pasting and just like changing 1 or 2 words. And I was like,
gosh. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's just
like,
the bots too.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't see that many bots on there. I just see a lot of people who repost stuff, which I guess kind of is bot-like, but Twitter got really bad, but it seems to be getting better now with bots. I haven't gotten that much stuff in the past few weeks.
It's good.
I guess so. I know they just found out a bunch of stuff on there and banned a bunch of accounts. So anyway, all that to say, go follow us on social media.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, I've been trying to post a little bit on the Standout Media socials, but it's just having to remember to do it is not always my strong suit.
Oh, of course. Same.
So, yeah. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in to another episode. Episode 10, we made it to double digits.
Yeah.
So, we're official. This will be up on podcast services tomorrow because I remember to do everything right. So,
Nice.
yeah, I don't know why I say that because obviously, if you're listening on a podcast service, that doesn't matter. You already know it's live because you're listening to it. But yeah, I mean,
No. We're doing this live. It's going out to them.
yeah, I mean, if you're listening on a podcast, feel free to come jump in Thursdays at 7 to the YouTube live stream at Mr. Jantix on YouTube. And if you're watching live on YouTube, feel free to look us up anywhere on podcast services because we're on all of them. So, yeah, check us out. Give us likes. Subscribe. Reviews.
Have a great day.
Comments. Interact with us. Yeah, and well, he said have a great day. I don't know why. I felt like I had something else going there and I didn't. But yeah, anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you all have a great night, day, evening, whatever time it is, and we'll see you next time. Bye.